let's get things started.
It's time to ride into the danger zone. The final day of the last chance qualifier. 3 teams, 2 best of 3s, and 1 spot left at the Copenhagen Major. We've got GamerLegion and we've got GamerLegion, Jason. This is going to be one hell of a matchup.
Absolutely is. I woke up so excited for this match because the way GamerLegion plays, the way we watched them play yesterday, it's just so much fun. Yeah. It's just so aggressive, and that's what worries me. Like, you can go all through like the tactics and any kind of strategic breakdown you want, but I feel like GamerLegion is meant to just be so disruptive in that sense. I'm wondering if GamerLegion has the individuals to actually stop the aggression in the trading.
Well, we'll find out right away, won't we? acoR, first kill's good. GXX and Synopsy all chime in, and so far so good for GamerLegion. They run over the A defense, and there's nothing GamerLegion can do about that.
Dude, it's awesome. It's like, I call this strat in matchmaking. It's great, and they just make it work running up ramp against pro teams.
Rush A,
yeah,
and it just works out perfectly for them. Now, we talked about a lot throughout the regular portion of the EU RMRB. We called it the group of death, and we didn't really see GamerLegion look too comfortable in it, right? We didn't see them get that usual aggression going, making it work. We didn't see the passion, the energy we're used to seeing over the last few RMRs from GamerLegion. There was nothing really to be confident about. But I think in the last chance qualifier, especially yesterday in that game against BetBoom, we've seen all the signs that they're back.
We touched on this yesterday. This is a team that self-admittedly like plays better when there's more pressure on them, when like it seems like it's even more out of reach. Isaac holding his nerve. He wants to save his armor. He's going to find GXX. That's going to bring rigoN back. He already knows about it, and he will go down. Not enough bullets in the USP. Pistol round to GamerLegion.
Yeah, and it's true where we see them anytime they're up against the wall, anytime they're facing elimination, GamerLegion step up. And now today they're looking to go into that second best of 3. Again, the situation is the fact that the 2 teams here are disadvantaged in a certain aspect because they have to play another best of 3 later on today, whereas 9 Pandas got that higher seed because Fnatic were eliminated and 9 Pandas beat Astralis, so they went in and grabbed the #1 seed left in the LCQ, which allowed them to get into that final deciding best of 3. So they can sit, they can have extra time to prepare and look at their opponents.
Yeah, that conversation always goes like both ways though. Some teams don't even mind being the team that has to play twice. They like having the first game to get warmed up. Some teams, you know, want that extra time off. It's really team dependent on which one is going to be more favored. GXX is going to keep up some aggression. He's got to be careful. There's a swing. They have spotted at least 2, and they have deleted 4. So
yeah, that was a force buy
too.
GamerLegion forced into this one, and they're just melted away. So that'll be eco next round, and GamerLegion should be up to 3 rounds in a row. And, you know, we spoke a lot about GamerLegion because they do dominate a lot of the headlines because of how fun and exciting their game plan is. But for GamerLegion, this is a team that have one of the most legendary Counter-Strike players in CSGO in their team, and Snax. And obviously, he's looking to make his first major since the Face It Major in London back in 2018.
That's crazy to think about. 7 years since we last saw Snax at a major. And you're absolutely right. One of the most legendary players we got. Just a revolutionary player in the way he changed how people approach playing around and playing with smokes as individual players. Like he changed a lot of the game in the early days. And it'd be cool to see him back. We also got Seized waiting in the wings, who's been out of the majors for 6 years himself, playing for 9 Pandas. So he's got a chance to be at the major again. All these old school, a couple of old school players left in the RMR with an opportunity to crack back into the top level of competition.
Seized knocking out Astralis in 2024 on the way to the Copenhagen Major. What a world we're living in.
Yeah, you almost can't believe it when you say it out loud.
No, it doesn't make sense.
But here we are.
This is the reality that we live in. And GamerLegion so far loving the reality of Vertigo. It's 2-0 start, it should be 3. But it is very interesting to talk about some of the points that Maniac and Pimp were saying on the desk about the fact that rigoN can struggle on the CT side towards B, not always getting the support as the anchor towards the bomb site. And also juanflatroo being the lowest rated player, obviously having some struggles on the T side. So far, so good for juanflatroo, but we'll get into those gun rounds shortly, and I'm intrigued to see if that transpires.
The nice thing is because, like, even if you have that statistical drop-off, like, just because of the way that GamerLegion play this game and the focus is so much on trading, like, it feels like it's not the biggest deal in the world that his stats are a little bit weaker, because even if he's losing his fights, there's a guy attached to his hip that's swinging the corner as well. Reacts to the P250, juanflatroo getting started on the right foot. He's going to be 6-0 in these initial 3 rounds, and now guns come out for GamerLegion.
Yeah, looking sharp, looking honed in. early to start this GamerLegion, but excited to see what GamerLegion will bring to the table.
I'm telling you, there's a real chance that GamerLegion just kind of run through both these best of threes today and make it to the major. Like, I'm not sure, like this kind of aggression out of a team, four players attacking one position, trading the whole way, always in your face, always looking for a fight.
While there's so much pressure in the matchups.
Both of these teams are going to really struggle to stop it.
Well, maybe the ult for acoR being out early is the first piece to start peeling away a couple of these players, but they bait out the shot. Snax gets that opening kill on GXX. No tread yet from GamerLegion. And they know the ult was committed middle. They're trying to get rid of it, but acoR sticks around, takes the risk, and walks away with juanflatroo.
Nice shooting. And the pacing of this attack from GamerLegion being slower helps him very much just stick around and stay comfortable around those nades. Great round for GamerLegion to kick off the gun rounds. Snax gonna maintain his aggression over towards short. Molotovs are out. Last three players of GamerLegion's gonna press the issue. Oh, and Volt didn't get the communication in time. Couldn't fall away, and there goes Snax through the smoke, and we're right back in an even situation. There's still a minute on the clock.
I can't believe they find those kills right back, but the smoke blows wide open, and acoR sits an Opsy down. And now it's a 3 versus 2. A bomb is still in the hands of rigoN, yet to be planted, and that flank from Keoz is starting to come through. Trying to walk his way up the ramp to get in behind this. GamerLegion will get the bomb plant, but now it's about the post-plant situation. Oh, Keoz's flank has caught them looking the wrong way. They didn't consider the flank, so it's all on Seneri with a 1v3 clutch ahead of him. He knows he's got that ramp flank to deal with, but wants to draw those kills back in towards CT. Important frag on acoR. Hasn't detected the ramp player just yet. He has to know that Keoz has to be close, and Seneri goes into it, and now suddenly it's just one. Isaac left alone. He taps on the defuse, trying to pull Seneri closer, but it isn't going to happen. Isaac has to swing. And the Swede sends himself out to battle, but he has no kit, no defuse, not this time. And Seneri with a hell of a clutch in the 1v3.
They give him every isolated fight. Every single fight he looked for and wanted, he got. One on the flank, coming up the ramp as well, and short. He got the AWPer peeking over the edge of the smoke coming out of heaven. That was just perfect for him. He didn't even do anything special. It's these return kills right here. It's Volt not being able to react in time to Snax's communications, and the follow-up spam as well. A round recovered from GamerLegion from a 3-on-5 to a 1v3 and a victory.
A timeout instantly for GamerLegion. They get 2 advantages at the start of the round. They still lose it in a very favorable clutch. They have to call the timeout instantly, and Ashes having his say. Not to start GamerLegion would have been looking for. And if you come into this game and you're a little off the mark, if you're a little off the pace, it's where GamerLegion can really start to abuse you when they come in honed in.
I think Seneri won a 1v3 yesterday as well.
Seneri was very clutch yesterday. He was looking very good.
Damn. Well, those rounds, if you're GamerLegion, that timeout is just like, guys, we lose those, we ain't making the major.
I think losing clutches against GamerLegion has another facet to it as well, because GamerLegion hype each other up when they win a clutch like that, and it just gets the passion flowing again. And GamerLegion, tough spot to be in here. They go for an investment once more. It's MP9s, it's FMAS, AWP, and M4 for Keoz. And Volt has to play close quarters with this MP9. Realizes he can't stick around, so drops on back, but Synopsy, rounding the corner, gets traded out by Volt. Or in fact, taken out by Volt. No tread yet from GamerLegion. Smoke is up in the middle of the bomb site, and Snax is waiting for the rest of them to round the corner.
Yeah, they're taking a long time. They're not smoking left. They want to have this clear line of sight. Easy shot. Snax, you had nowhere to go. Volt had bailed out. He's at red HP. There's an AWP up in heaven, and he's going to try and exploit that gap in the smoke. And GXX has the bomb. He's still very far away. Round's not over yet. Chance to be recovered.
Oh, Seneri taking damage through that smoke spam. He's down to 16 health. Grenade goes over the top. rigoN absolutely nails Volt's second shot, this time from GXX. And just like that, once again, a favorable position for GamerLegion falls away. And as GamerLegion now pushing forward, continuing this flawless run on the T side. I don't know what more you can do if you're GamerLegion. You're getting into these fights and getting into strong positions, and it's still going against you. They push, they try and hunt Keoz down, they try and get that final rifle out of his hands. He handles it pretty well.
Yeah, those are a nice pair of kills to preserve your M4 and take some guns away. But even GamerLegion, I mean, forcing that defense back into passive nature, once they get the nade kill behind the bomb site, it's just jumping up on the boxes, looking for fights and engagements after that. And they're off to a hot start, 5-0. And if you're GamerLegion, you're just like, man, we don't have to be in this situation. We don't have to be in this hole. It could be, you know, 2-3 right now. It could be a close affair if we just win that 3-on-1. juanflatroo provides the opening, swinging up the ramp after his teammate had gone down. He comes in a little bit delayed and clears out Snax. And that was the space needed for gilt to apply pressure to the bomb site. So the desk kind of highlighted him as an important player, and so far delivering 7 and 2.
Double nade stack towards Xbox. Mid-fight about to go down. Keoz, good kill. He needed that one. Synopsy topples. GamerLegion need to be careful they don't lose Snax here. Volt looking to try and cover him. Good clearance of the smoke. Again, a good trade from rigoN, but it's still a player behind here for Gilt Eagles. But over the last 2 gun rounds, we've seen that doesn't exactly matter when juanflatroo hops up on top. Good timing for Volt to drop off the ledge. That certainly would have been a kill for juanflatroo.
And you can, yeah, I mean, you can almost see like the killer mentality that he's got. He's so focused on the one kill. He sees blood in the water. He's focused on a player. Never even thought someone would swing off scaffolding.
Oh my God, Keoz has just pushed middle and missed this timing as they come up ladder.
Yeah, but they've got it covered. Snax is kind of coming back to elevator right now. He realizes the gap, that experience, that alarm bell is tingling.
Good job dealing with that, though, or rather, good luck, because rigoN was boosted up. Snax walks into the open, not ready for that angle. But at least he's got the info now.
It does put 2 players at the B bomb site. So Volt's got a pretty important role to play in terms of staying alive, not committing to the wrong fight, because Gilt Eagles is coming right back to the A bomb site. They have safety if they plant behind the site, if they plant on Heaven's side.
Good angle here for Volt. rigoN falls instantly, and Volt stays in behind the sandbags. It was rigoN that had the utility, and Scenario now taking so much damage. He finally falls, and GamerLegion put an end to the round streak. They finally collect one of their own.
They survive with 3 players. The op still on board as well. Timeout for Gilt Eagles to talk things over.
Yeah, Devil Walk now having his say across the board, and he was integral to a couple of rounds to get the job done yesterday. You know, obviously Gilt Eagles put themselves in a very good position, but couldn't quite find that finishing blow on entrance.
Yeah, they had a tough time closing it out, didn't they?
And yeah, Devil Walk thanked them for the trust. It seemed like he came up with the winning call. They were able to close the game out. You want to close today's game out as quickly as possible for both of these teams. Because you want to get into that second best of 3.
Yeah, and they'll have an extended break as well between the 2 series. Not going to be the normal turnaround that we
have 1 hour period
see. They have
prepare,
an hour
right?
between maps, yeah, to start looking into your opposition and see where you want to take things, which, you know, in general in Counter-Strike events, you don't get a whole lot of time, even if it's the next day, you know, between eating and...
Yes, sleeping and living life.
And all the other things. An hour is not much at all.
No, it's definitely not. Just some time to reset. Synopsy quick up with a MAC-10. Good flashes. It's going to be Synopsy ripping through Volt first, but not predicting acoR to be committed towards Sandbags. He didn't see him earlier, but it is just 1 player committing up ramp. The rest of Gilt Eagles heading towards B, and Isaac overrun completely severed off from the rest of his teammates by Scenario. Keoz, Snax, and acoR in a 4v3. And the deficit situation. Utility trying to delay to allow Snax's flank to be effective up the B stairs, and absolutely could be. Distracted as juanflatroo, and he falls to the MP9. Grenade is fantastic from Snax. That's most of the health gone for GXX just like that. And a kill from Keoz pulled back. acoR with a big shot, and suddenly it's all falling apart for Gilt Eagles. They find the opening up the A ramp, they get the opening on B, and still GamerLegion pick it up.
One of the rare times you'll see this Gilt Eagles attack just stall out. They spent so much time throwing utility, back gen, flashbangs, nades, but no one ever actually crossed into the bomb site. No one actually planted the bomb to put that pressure on. And GamerLegion was able to get settled and prepare themselves for the retake, as well as the flank coming. It was obviously extremely effective.
Yeah, now the money is starting to dwindle for Gilt Eagles.
And they got everything they wanted in that round. They simulated and they faked an A-rush. The MAC-10 even gets an opening kill, you know, kept that defense as weak as humanly possible. They got a really clean entrance onto the B bomb site, just never stepped forward and actually took over the site.
This is the opportunity now in this first half for GamerLegion to get their hands on it and really get into the fight. Start of the map was very worrying for GamerLegion on their map pick. Might have been able to wrestle some control. acoR with a good shot on juanflatroo. Flashed away, so has to drop back into the bomb site, but they throw down some utility that'll Dissuade Guild Eagles from wanting to move forward, and Volt, well, a double wallbang. You can't be bad to that. You'll absolutely take that.
Yeah, go for 3, in fact. He's going to go right back for it. So just GXX and Synopsy. Synopsy's rotating over right now to the A ramp. Snax is pushed up, and that's going to be nice and easy. No chance for Guild Eagles in this round. They get stopped cold before being able to turn the corner. And now they'll go passive, not wanting to give up any kills to the Tech 9.
It looks like GamerLegion have kind of found their feet. They finally steadied themselves. It looked like they were knocked off tilter over the first few rounds, but they've got back into it. acoR's obviously been a huge piece for this team and a huge factor. His AWP being on point has been like a huge weapon for GamerLegion in their games. And if he can have another impactful one, we saw him have a nice round in mid earlier. We've seen him have some nice shots over towards the A bomb site, closing out some rounds. That op can help put a stop to some of this this kind of a play style where you're constantly looking for fights, because there's going to be overextensions. There's going to be players out in the open. There's going to be players a little bit sloppy without utility. So acoR can have a huge impact on this game if he gets into a rhythm. He's always changing his spot. He's very dynamic, unpredictable as to where that AWP is going to be.
It's a nasty boost.
It's a tough shot. It was just the head of rigoN, but he's got information where the AWP is now, starting towards B. Snax looking to be a little risky. We know he likes to get frisky around these smokes. It's a trademark of his career. And while the timing works against him, Scenario walks right through, and Snax did not predict that. He was looking out to the left side of the smoke to see a short creep, but that didn't happen. Scenario just runs right into him. And Volt, this time unlucky, not picking up any of those kills for the wallbang.
Haven't pulled the trigger yet, though. It looks like they want to allow GXX to poke into the bomb site. This is an issue. This is an issue. acoR's got another one now. Looks out towards short.
Yeah, big shot from acoR. GXX walks dry into the sniper. And with 50 seconds left, acoR's timing to come off the angle, but a big peek. He knows exactly where Scenario is. Rips him off the ledge. And now we're looking at a 2v3. Guild Eagles starting to lose favorable situations. Synopsy's going to jump into default, put that bomb down. acoR attempting the wallbang. Will not connect it and has to take a moment to reload. So that gives some time for Guild Eagles to get into this post plant.
Smoke towards short from Isaac. They're going to begin this, but Synopsy with the AWP, oh, he can deny them access to the site. He can deny them access from swinging out of heaven. It's all on him.
Yeah, it depends on whether or not he gets flashed off. He will. Flash connects onto his eyes, and that gives sightline now in favor of acoR. Smoke is up. Tap on the defuse. It's absolute chaos inside the bomb site now, and juanflatroo won't get that. He won't be able to deny that defuse, and he will even fall. So GamerLegion execute a perfect retake.
Yeah, great retake and great play from acoR as well. Listening for that op shot, tapping the bomb, listening for the op shot, and when it comes out, he jumps up on top of the boxes to have the angle for GXX's repeak. Or Synopsy's repeak, I should say, who had the AWP at that point. That's absolutely spectacular, and GamerLegion running this right back. Guild Eagles, as compared to yesterday, as we've kind of hyped up, here on Vertigo, they stalled out that round as well, but I think this time it's because they only had one smoke. They didn't have the complete wall of smokes behind the bomb site, and were very, very afraid of challenging against the AWP. But Guild Eagles has done what GamerLegion has done what BetBoom couldn't do yesterday, which is actually slow down and taper off this aggression.
And a big reason for that is someone you mentioned earlier was acoR. But look at Snax. Look at this play. He hears the steps towards B. The bomb's currently at the A bomb site. How long does Snax want to sit here? And not very long, it would seem. He gets aggressive, and he sees that rigoN was starting to walk back towards connector. They'll soon detect no B players. That'll put Volt on high alert in behind the sandbags. Plenty of players around the other side, but Volt yet to detect him, but now they run past. Now they run right into him, and Volt gets one traded out by the Tech 9. And juanflatroo's deep in the bomb site already. Decent enough chance here for Guild Eagles to get a couple more kills, but it's starting to look unlikely with that shot from acoR dropping the bomb. And juanflatroo not getting behind enemy lines, this round's going nowhere.
And Snax is even coming in on the flank. Even if he tried to plant the bomb, it wouldn't work out. Tech 9 doesn't land a shot. Actually,
acoR hit that flick.
Yeah, he swings down. Nicely done.
Diffuse.
Bomb wasn't even planted.
Yeah.
Second timeout for Guild Eagles. They're not pleased about how this T side has turned around.
No, not at all. It was perfect. They had a flawless run, and now GamerLegion answer back with 5 of their own. Devilwalk having to have his second timeout of this half, and a lot more animated this time.
Yeah, he's almost dancing.
more explanation to be had across the board this time for Devil Walk-in. A recovery still could be had here. You know, one more round and Guild Eagles have a pretty decent T-side.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they have a pretty decent T-side to begin with. Just that 5-0 start is so nice. Obviously, at least one more would be some, you know, cherry on top of the sundae. Just it feels like that kind of that pacing and that motivation to keep looking for fights isn't quite there. GamerLegion has won enough of them to start making Guild Eagles second guess and consider and try and think if it's the right fight to take, if it's the right time to take it. Whereas yesterday it was just in your face, looking for it at all times, full confidence.
GamerLegion currently 6 versus 4 on opening jewels. A couple of those opening jewels actually ended up in round losses for GamerLegion. Utility, making things a little uncomfortable.
I think that's what the timeout was about. I think that's what we saw Devil Walk kind of like rolling his hands over, just saying, you guys like keep the pace up, keep going with it, like stop slowing down, get into things. Snax is going to have this delayed by smoke flash. juanflatroo is going to take a massive risk, and it's not going to pay out.
That is a huge risk.
Very ambitious.
Very optimistic, and it's not going to work out at all here for Guild Eagles. We're looking at 6 rounds for GamerLegion. rigoN and Synopsy in a 2 versus 5. And there's no steps being taken to really start to rein this one in. But that's an opportunity. Good flick back from Volt. He was low HP. So for a moment, you worry that maybe rigoN can get that second kill very quickly and then open up an opportunity to get back into the round. But without picking it up, it's now just Synopsy. They know exactly where he is. And the bomb is down at the bottom of the ramp. So they can just stay disciplined, play off one another, know that that flank is coming in from Isaac, and Synopsy reads that. He knows the GamerLegion have deployed a flank many a time, and the Shadow is going to betray Isaac, but still 3 players to collect, and it's a triangle of death at the top of the ramp. GamerLegion 6-5.
They've come all the way back, and when you consider the 4th round was a 3v1 in the favor of GamerLegion that they lost, like this half could be way in their favor. Looking good, doing a great job of stalling out these hits, this aggression with utility, and using it to put yourself in a good position after the fact. That's a trap set up from the defense. 2 rifles and the AWP of acoR all chime out as soon as the smokes begin to clear. And Guild Eagles can't find any access.
So perhaps trying to make the opening move towards B is the call. So rigoN, he goes through that bottom smoke at B. Just calling his teammates, it's safe to come through. He run through the smoke too. And now Isaac is going to be under a lot of pressure. Plenty of Guild Eagles setting up outside of this B bomb site. To spam away now, and Isaac detected, spots out enough of juanflatroo and takes him down through that smoke. Grenade follows up, softens up a couple inside of the B stairs, and Synopsy's doing a great job in a solo fight towards ramp, but eventually is double peaked and overwhelmed. And GXX is coming back to try and plug that hole at ramp. It's all over the place right now for Guild Eagles, but the double pump through B, trying to pressure Isaac, but he's handling it so well. Red is pulled out for the final fight. He will lose his life in that engagement, and rigoN doing everything in his might to pull this round back for Guild Eagles. He's fallen, and with that, the bomb. So GXX on the polar opposite side of the map is making a lot of noise, and Volt knows exactly where he is. Positions himself well, but couldn't take the kill on GXX, and he decides, okay, I'm just going to leave you. I'm going for this solo fight at B. He's got some time to do it. Volt will track him all the way back and hunt down the Eagles. It's 7-5, a run of 7 in a row for the GamerLegion. Yeah, obviously that's an incredible recovery from 0-5 to this point. They really caught some fire there and did a fantastic job of shutting down anything that Guild Eagles want to do. Those little 1-4s weren't working out. The solo player couldn't find any success, any kills. The 4-man packs over towards A ramp, towards the B bomb site got stalled out by utility, by counter nades. They didn't seem to have the same motivation to push forward into bomb sites as they did yesterday, and that turns this T side very flat. It zaps the energy out of them as well. When you go 5-0 up and you lose 7 in a row, your energy just falls off a cliff. And let's be real, like, and this isn't a knock on them. They're not a tactical team. They're not a strategic team. They have some basic calls that they can move around with and call based off of success and momentum calling, and that's all well and good. But this is not a team that can play, that wants to play that slow pace style. And GamerLegion just forced him into it from the later stages of that half. Pistol begins. GamerLegion with plenty of utility. Isaac, Keoz, and Snax. And they could be setting up outside B with the majority of their players. Scenario looks to try and detect that early doors.
Oh, that's actually sick though, because they don't actually swing. They just walk around the corner. Scenario has no idea this is coming. This is going to be the freest B bomb site you'll ever see. Scenario's back in CT spawn, and just now he's like, ah, crap. So he does get a kill. That's good job on him. 5-on-4, and it makes the retake doable.
That's actually a lot more work done than we thought possible. Scenario getting a headshot gives GamerLegion the advantage into the retake, but they don't have the kit, so they've got to move quite quickly. They want to be able to pull this one off. Keoz takes one shot through the smoke. Here comes that flash, sets up the retake. Great flash buying on towards Keoz. Vault towards the generators, only one managed, and it's Stacks alone in a 1v4. Bomb is down short, but actually making this one happen. And it's too far gone. GXX is going to stick the defuse, and Scenari gets a triple in the round.
Okay, fair play to Scenari. Takes one before the smoke plumes, and then on the retake, GamerLegion is absolutely perfect.
Kind of crazy that Scenario actually makes that happen, but GamerLegion got a bomb plant, which means they have enough money to go for a good force buy here if they want it. Let's see what they decide. So Galil's immediately start to be purchased up. Here's that one kill just before that smoke popped. And then the flash was absolutely perfect, catches Keoz, and they just come crashing down on this defense in the post plant.
It wasn't the strongest post plant in the world. Keoz being out in the open as the smoke's clear, gets blinded, and obviously nowhere to go from there. And that's one of the pieces of all the crossfires taken out, and then everyone else's position gets compromised after that. acoR with the scout. Deep nade is gonna not go deep enough to chunk him down. acoR hasn't found any targets though, although he sees the spam coming through the smoke.
acoR was devastating when he got the op out finally in that CT side. Looking to make it ring out early on the T side with a scout, and he's done some damage. Traded, actually, almost equal damage across both of those players.
Yeah, but acoR can sit in the back with the scout and just look for fights like that, while these Galils push up and can easily take out that softened player. Exactly 2 smokes to utilize for GamerLegion. They have to save them for the bomb site.
Nice peek out for GXX. Remember, the boost is still deployed, but it has just been dismantled.
They would have heard that as well.
Yeah, but they're not looking towards it just yet. GXX still at the sandbags. Waiting, biding his time in the distraction from his teammates. Peeking around Crane, shoots at him up with enough time to work with. So GXX pops ahead on one, but couldn't quite muster a second kill. So GamerLegion staying competitive with 35 seconds remaining in the round. Volt is going to leap towards the bomb site and plant it. Just enough time to get it down, and then Synopsy, what is that? Okay. Descends down with the MP9, holds down the spray, gets a kill on default and short. That is filthy.
It's so mental. Good recovery. Good retake in the 2v2 as that bomb gets planted. I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of the aggression towards A ramp with GXX hiding behind sandbags. He's comfy. He can just kind of chill here. You guys don't need to go help him out whatsoever. Just make sure they can't cross. In a round where they're not going to have a whole lot of utility, a second round buy from the T side, everyone knows Molotovs are going to be hard to come by. And pushing in almost gave GamerLegion a chance into the bomb site. But with that plant, with getting it down to 2 people, they're going to buy again. They go right back into it with Galils. 1 AK-47. They do have a Molotov in this round. Only 1 single flashbang to utilize.
They go for the boost again. Dismounted before it was useful in the previous round, so looking to maintain it a little bit longer this time, but it's once again a B-pop. And Maniac was saying on the desk that it was rigoN that had the issue, as the B anchor on Vertigo doesn't always get the support he needs from his teammates, doesn't always get the utility, and quite often it can be rigoN alone with his M4.
Yeah, look, anchoring the B bomb site just sucks. Flat out. It's not a fun job. I don't know very many players who legitimately enjoy anchoring the B bomb site. It's just somebody's got to do it.
Well, they know that GamerLegion have had a weakness at B before, so they're going to change that up with pressure. They actually rotate the AWP over to the B bomb site, and it leaves somewhat of a weakness towards this A setup, and that's exactly what GamerLegion want.
The AWP's playing, they're playing passive at the A bomb site, so the AWP not exactly going to have a great position here. So this allows rigoN to be a little bit more mobile. Good nade, chunks down a couple players. They've got him softened up. 42 seconds on the clock. Smoke just gets deployed. Counter and defensive smoke as well. There's the AWP ringing out, and now the move into this A bomb site.
So towards the B bomb side, the AWP kill came in, but Snacks, good kill on the rifle. Follow up on the side of juanflatroo. So he's gone too. 3v3, bomb yet to be down, and acoR has taken significant damage through the smokes. He doesn't like that, but there's no HE grenade to deny this plant, so acoR is able to punch it through, and Snacks punches through rigoN. GXX up on headshot, and now they fall back into post plants on the side of GamerLegion, but look at this risk from Snacks. It is paying off dividends. He's staying inside the smoke. In fact, he goes right through it. GXX under so much pressure, and GamerLegion apply the pressure and pull the lead in their favor.
Man, Guild Eagles, it feels like, had everything you could have asked for to hold on to that hit. You had an MP9 wheeling around the defensive smoke that had a pretty good angle, couldn't win the fight. Follow-up M4 couldn't win the fight. On the other side of the map, your op actually gets you an opening kill. That shot right there from GXX is a 5-on-4. But Ceneri not able to get anything done, and juanflatroo not able to hold on either. That was the real disaster of the round, and you got to give credit to Snacks being as aggressive as he likes inside the smokes. And Guild Eagles is back down to pistols.
You look at the scoreline, you see that it is close. Doesn't really tell the full picture of what has been happening over the last few, but that's a lovely double opener from Ceneri. 5-7, they climb right into him. And this is the greatest opportunity Guild Eagles have had in a while here. Yeah,
juanflatroo's got to be careful. He's very aggressive. This could give one right back, and they, I don't know. He spotted him. No, not indeed.
No way. What is that shot from acoR? He took all the damage. It looked like it was an absolute sure thing that kill was coming through for juanflatroo, but acoR makes a spin. Ceneri dies it short. And those two opening kills have now gone back to even numbers. Synopsy begins his flank through ramp. GXX, low HP player in front of him. It's a nice and easy kill. I can't believe Synopsy actually wins that. acoR was low, so a body shot brings him down. And Snacks once again has to be the hero of GamerLegion. Has to lead them through to a 9th round, and he can't do it because the Deagle comes around to stop him. And the 5-7 kicks it all off, and they still step up with the pistols.
It's crazy. Like, how does he get these openings with a 5-7, this double opening? Because like, I didn't even really feel like there was any kind of nade setup. Like, no flashbangs for him to take this peek. It's like
just standing there.
Yeah, he just runs into the fight. There is a nade that comes down right as he's peeking as well. That might have made them a little bit discombobulated, but still. Just doing
that's one hell of an opportunity now.
Doing the simple stuff and doing it well. That one hurts for GamerLegion. That's a stub toe.
Yeah.
And now we have an A-rush.
It's definitely a stub toe. In fact, it might even be step on LCQ as Volt is charging straight up with his Tech 9, looking to be very quick about this, but they've been stalled out. And now if they round the corner, it's going to be Ceneri ready to cut through a couple. Synopsy and juanflatroo made the quick rotation. They're ready to go to, and 9-8.
Yeah, absolutely demolished and smashed that attack. No progress whatsoever. Good utility to soften them up, and even making sure they're going to, as we know, Guild Eagle is going to stand and fight. 1 round lead, it's 9-8. AK-47s in the hand of GamerLegion and an AWP for acoR. GXX has one still on the CT side as well.
Up next in the series is Mirage. That is the map pick of Guild Eagle, so they want to take the battle to Mirage itself. This is the side of GamerLegion picking into Vertigo, currently behind by 1 round. Not exactly the position you want to be in. Synopsy getting aggressive through middle on the CT side. Keoz looking to defend it, and he passes that test with flying colors.
Ooh, now you've lost another one.
That's a bit wild, isn't it?
Yeah, both of those are a bit wild. And ooh, missed shot means a 3rd player is going to go down. And that's what you get, you know, when you...
Live and die by the sword.
Yeah, these rounds are just going to get decided in like within 30 seconds. It's like the way that Guild Eagles likes to play the game, and, you know, just enjoy the ride.
It's a thrill ride.
Yeah.
You give the round to GamerLegion. You get so aggressive and you fail to collect any of those opening maneuvers, or any of the maneuvers, in fact. You are going to fall away. So once again, the game is tied up. Decent amount of money's alive here for Guild Eagles. If rigoN manages to save here, we can drop a weapon. You'll get a pretty good buy. GXX has enough to purchase for himself. Once these 2 players save, it's not going to be the end of the world in the next round for Guild Eagles, but it's not going to be too pretty. They're not going to have the AWP that they had in this round. Unless GXX decides to go glass cannon. rigoN sees the shadow. Once again, it is going to work against that of GamerLegion. Keoz hits the deck, good smoke to try and lock them out here for a longer period of time. In just a moment, we're looking at 9-9.
9-9, but there's cash for Guild Eagles. They're not going to have to save in this next round. GXX can pick up an AWP. rigoN can drop a gun over to Scenery. Synopsy can buy. So another strong defensive arsenal for Guild Eagles to give it another attempt, but you can't have many more of those rounds where one player peeks mid, one player is peeking down ramp, and you're starting the round 3v5, you know, at a minute and a half mark.
Last time out for Devilwalk, pleading with his team to get the job done here on Vertigo. Yeah,
this seems like it'd be a very stressed. This hasn't felt like the normal Guild Eagles that I expected to come into this game with, and I think that's kind of what he's, you know, he's spoken. We talked on about this yesterday. Devilwalk as a coach obviously can't really understand the communications, doesn't speak the language, knows enough bits and pieces to put kind of a general idea together. But obviously, as a coach who's been behind the team for what, like a year and a half, 2 years now, you can tell. You can tell when the team is not playing the way they normally play. You can tell when the attitude isn't quite there and isn't really appearing in the game plan. And I think that's what Devilwalk is chiming in with right now, is trying to get these guys to play their game and trying to get these guys hyped up to be aggressive and assertive, but not too crazy.
It really only comes down to keep it in check, playing their game, hitting their shots.
I know, I hate those platitudes, but it is kind of like...
It's exactly the Guild Eagles way. It's the mantra.
And it's just so apparently obvious after the first half that we're not getting that very same Guild Eagles team that is just always going to be full of confidence and in your face.
Seen glimpses of it in the first 5 rounds of the game. But it fell away very quickly.
Let's be real too. Part of it is the map. It's not a great map in the Guild Eagles pool.
It really isn't.
It's not always a great map, and as we saw it a couple different times, this map has been used as sort of like a counter pit to tamper down some aggression, just because once you get the utility, you can easily slow things down.
I mean, we even seen them use it against Donk earlier on in the RMRs, right? Vertigo was the map that
Astralis
started to show a bit of a weakness for Team Spirit in multiple series. rigoN down to 46 health. Oh, big swing from Scenery. Second kill is even better. And just like that, in one move, GamerLegion down to 3 players, and they don't have time to waste. They know they've got to go and seize this chance on the B play. So they run straight up the stairway. Rotation was all over towards the A bomb side, but GXX passive had a small angle, a chance to take another life.
And because he was so deep, he never heard the footsteps coming up the stairs. They're late to rotate over into this, so it's going to be a retake, and there's no flashbangs, just a couple of smokes, and acoR's drilled one. Volt adds on top, and this gets so much harder. In fact, impossible.
I can't believe GamerLegion turned around this convincingly. acoR seen the shadow at CT, was readying himself for that small gap shot, and then the follow-up kills from Volt, and acoR shut out the retake for Guild Eagles. They could have stayed more composed in the retake, but I think they thought they were just in such a favorable spot that they would be able to run back in. They would be able to bulldoze their way into that B bomb site, and they couldn't do it.
I want to see when the shift was to go so passive on the B bomb site as well, because it's not like GamerLegion got close to even challenging the A bomb site. There was no ability to fake and pull that rotation. That was an elected decision to be that passive. And I think GamerLegion coming up those stairs is like, this is awesome. Like, wow.
Where is everybody?
Like,
no one's home.
We have this whole bomb site for, like, we don't have to take any fights at this point. Perfect.
$10 to 9, and that's a backbreaker because Guild Eagles, that was a 5v3, a 5 versus 3.
That's a harsh one.
Away.
That's a harsh one to let go away. One more buy for the road, and then Guild Eagles will be out of money.
Snacks, aggressive, stopped by Scenery. Another double opener for Scenery, so it's the exact same start that they had in the previous round.
All right, everyone chill. We got a player in the B bomb side. rigoN's actually on the stairs, so we're all cool.
Slight adjustment.
Yeah, Synopsy's in middle, watching deep.
Pretty wild that Scenery's able to get double openers with the exact same move.
He's done it with an M4, he's done it with a 5.7. He's having a good time over here.
You're so right. And Scenery's got another kill, this time a wall bang. He's got it all in his locker.
Well, he doesn't have
somehow gets through without being detected. That's a bit of a wild maneuver that's paid off for him. Now acoR left in the clutch. A 1v4 total for acoR. The Dane looking to strike, but can't do it onto the second. And Synopsy rattles him away with the MP9s. They're all tied up again. This game is scrappy. This game ain't pretty. And GamerLegion's money doesn't look like it's in the best of spots.
I mean, both teams, we're just exchanging rounds at this point, going blow for blow, back and forth. So neither team's able to build up any kind of bank whatsoever, especially without these plants. But that's certainly one that GamerLegion's being like, surely we have a way to stop just a dry swing on the ramp. Surely we can not fall prey to this. moving forward. MAC-10 on Snacks, 3 AKs and an AWP for GamerLegion. They too pretty much out of money.
Snacks with a charge straight up through the ramp. MAC-10. Ooh, once again on Xbox scenario. Once more looking for the opening. He does get away with one, but he's running out of ammo. He has to fight with a pistol, and he is stopped by the MAC-10. Keoz as GamerLegion come back with a weaker buy. It's actually them ahead on the ramp fight this time.
Yeah, Scenario just keeps getting caught on Crane. juanflatroo not able to win his fight, and all of a sudden, Scenario realizes because of his movement mistakes, he can't get away. A little bit awkward, and Synopsy's going to be left to hold on to the bomb site. rigoN going to be in support.
Just hitting that pause button. GamerLegion stalling out the play completely. Now they'll execute into the A bomb site. Try and hold Synopsy behind these smokes. They'll toss out his utility to delay a bomb plant and allow that rotation. A few extra precious seconds to be available if they desire, but GXX does not feel comfortable making that full rotate yet, but they've got to realize now as soon as that bomb is heard, they have to make the rotate back over, and GXX is getting here. Remember, GamerLegion still have the player advantage, but rigoN, he takes a risk, he goes aggressive, and the bomb still goes down. rigoN turns back into the bomb site, recovers his spray, and now it's all on rigoN because his teammates have fallen away. He hasn't tapped that defuse yet, but now he's going to stick it. The AWP is not the weapon to spam through the smoke. You've got to hope that MAC-10 can do it. And rigoN just sticks it all the way through. What a ballsy play once again from rigoN. And it's Guild Eagles to head into the lead.
Yeah, sees the moment, sees the opportunity, and takes it. That's spectacular. Nice double kill coming through the smoke. And simply, GamerLegion not in a position to stop that play. Not able to stop him coming through the smoke. There was maybe a second. Isaac missing all of his shots. And that smoke was always going to be difficult to spam. Way far on the left, and GamerLegion couldn't read it. Guild Eagles is just 2 rounds away from taking this first map.
That's such a sick play from rigoN. That's going to fire you up a little bit more if you're Guild Eagles, but now you're focusing on getting the job done here on Vertigo.
If you're GamerLegion, man, you're like, we lost a 3-on-1. We've now lost a bomb defuse inside of a smoke with 2 players still alive. They've lost some pretty disastrous late round situations.
Both teams have, but Guild Eagles just winning more of them. acoR hoping as all can be the difference maker here. No overextension yet, but eventually it will come. And acoR is hoping that that scenario peak, just being so standard over the last few rounds, comes in, but it doesn't this time. Instead, they smoke ramp. They stay passive. Guild Eagles weren't a fan about how that initial ramp fight went in the previous round, so change up. More passive, more disciplined, but he's giving space for Snacks.
And they haven't done well in these situations when GamerLegion has had the space to work with. Snacks is going to pressure Scenario inside the bomb site. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Snaps over towards short, where GXX only the MP9.
Well, juanflatroo gets hard checked by Volt. Steps up. He's 1 HP, but he's dead now. And rigoN and Synopsy. 2v3 recovery needed, and Synopsy dives around the corner. Couldn't quite stop Keoz, and once again, rigoN is asked to clutch. He did it in the previous round. It's a winnable scenario here for rigoN, but they will not let this one go, surely not. GamerLegion stand with Keoz at default. He's taking a lot of damage. He now goes through the smoke. He plays rigoN at his own game, and he's just going to sit inside of it. rigoN steps onto default silently, now taps, surely doesn't read where Keoz is, but they go into the smoke together, and Keoz will come around the back to collect the headshot. We're tied up again. And you're right, it comes back to that Guild Eagles passive setup. They don't do so well when they give the space to GamerLegion.
In their defense, I don't think they had the utility to really play aggressive. They're right, they didn't have the Molotovs and the nades to drop down towards the sandbags to really kind of damage GamerLegion before they turn that corner. So they really felt like they didn't have any great options on how to play that round. But surely that passive, you give a T side, you give GamerLegion that much space to work with, they're going to walk in and occupy it and see what they get from there. Here's the real disaster. Guild Eagles has no timeouts and what, stuck on like 1,400? So
this
kind of forced into a force buy.
Yep. Oh, they had many a golden ticket.
They've won one of these rounds before.
GamerLegion will remember that, I think.
It started out with the Scenarii double with the 5-7, and then whittling GamerLegion down as the round went on, but nobody from GamerLegion being too aggressive. They're wise to the tricks. They're going to let this utility get spent and back to the B bomb site where they've barely really applied pressure in this half. So if you're Guild Eagles, you wouldn't expect this at all.
rigoN, he's alone. Completely alone with a deagle. And that's not going to be enough to stop the onslaught of GamerLegion players who are now ready to execute into the B bomb site. And Guild Eagles don't have the numbers on the right side of the map. GXX gets spotted crossing the default. Now he's under excruciating pain. He's going to be under a lot of pressure, but he still gets a kill with that 5-7 through the smoke. Keoz is down. Follow-up kill. How are the 5-7s getting kills in this situation? Finally, kills come back in for GamerLegion. That should stabilize, but Scenarii wants more. He's got a little more in him. Scenarii's got it down to a 1v1, and Isaac is incredibly low. Scenarii drops out, goes back into middle. 5-7 could do it again. Scenarii could do it again. Breaking GamerLegion at the most crucial moment. But Scenarii needs to be careful. Range against the rifle does not favor him, and the timing is absolutely perfect for him to get the cover, for him to get closer to the bomb site. There's a better weapon on the ground now. He can use an AK-47 to close this. He's got no kit, Scenarii. That's the problem. He's got limited time to make this happen, and he's searching for Isaac. Time is ticking on, and Isaac's dropped all the way back. All the way back. He's standing on the stairway, and Scenarii can't win it. He knows that, so he grabs the AWP and he runs away. Isaac stays cool. The Swede gets it done, and it's 12 rounds for GamerLegion. That's
so very close. I don't know how Guild Eagles made that so close, but Scenarii with low HP gave the opportunity for Isaac to back off and find safety at the stairs. And eventually, when he slow plays that clutch, he gets away, and there's just nothing you can do.
I couldn't believe that the 5-7s are even competitive.
These are some disgusting shots, to be fair. It's pretty crazy the way they're able to almost make this work. I mean, first of all, through the smoke, a little bit of luck, but then you come in. Good shot onto Volt. This one onto acoR is nasty. The snap up from Scenarii. The cleanup onto Snacks, but just not the HP to fight after the fact. So the AWP on GXX is the most important weapon for Guild Eagles.
acoR running back. Scenarii, look at this. Just so aggressive down through short. He's not alone either. He's got juanflatroo with him. And they know that they can force that setup back with a Molotov.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. It's kind of misfire on utility here for Guild Eagles. And because of that Molotov, they are forced back to play passive and short. So the aggressive maneuver cancelled out by GamerLegion without actually putting too many other players in a risky spot. And the AWP is in middle, which is literally, I don't think we've seen GamerLegion attack it this entire half. I think that AWP is in the wrong place and might need to start moving. You're going to have to take a risk at some point. You're the most powerful and the most impactful weapon on the team, and you let the long-range battles go to the pistols, which go against Guild Eagles, and they look to have collapsed on the final hurdle. GamerLegion recover their map pick. It was touch and go for so many moments throughout this game. A lot of excitement. Could still be more to be had. GXX's AWP is the most powerful weapon on the server, and it comes right through, cuts right through. rigoN in the CC, it's not done yet. It's GXX who's got to reposition out towards CT heaven. He's got a kit as well. And he's got time then. He's got extra seconds to play with. Keoz is low. Isaac out towards short. Cover for GXX because of that smoke to get out towards the headshot. Oh! Jumping out, GXX close, but couldn't stop Keoz. Shot lands on Isaac, but it isn't going to be enough. A moment of heroism towards the end for GXX, but it's GamerLegion that step up and take Vertigo. What a matchup we've got here.
Oh my goodness, fellas, back and forth once again. I am a little bit speechless.